I don't think you can compare like anything between women's and men's football because it's just so different. Like how people look at us and how people look at them is just not the same. Like women's will always be like, I don't know, looked at a bit like, oh, she plays football.
Do you ever feel second class to men in football?
It's always second class. I don't think you'll ever be first class because I think a lot of people still think that men's football is like the first priority, you know? They don't think about women's football, and I think this is a big problem because now, I think that's why the big social media is really helpful, because people actually see, oh, we play football, we can play football. Or it's always like this when they say they come the first time to the game and then after they say, oh, it's not even that bad, you know? Like they're surprised. But people judge before they even like saw the actual game.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Have these women's football team not learned by now that, yeah, they're more than likely going to get their butts whooped? That was a shocking kick out. And I'm saying that as a keeper. They scored a goal from a goal kick. She could barely reach the halfway line. She was halfway between the halfway line and the goal. Oh my. This is atrocious. Equal pay, they say. Equal pay. I thought he was going to score from there for a minute. Once again, the goalkeeper is shocking. And the awareness of the players as well is really bad. Although it was a bad throw out to her, the players should have still got a bit, you know, equality. There is no way that went in. There's no way. I thought she caught it, but it still somehow found a way to get in. This is disgraceful. Wow. Yeah, I really don't have much to say on this because this is, yeah, they've shown themselves to be really bad already, so there's nothing more I can really say to the stupidity I'm watching there. Yeah. Once again, equality. Oh my. Yeah. This is bad. I'm sure you guys have already seen the comments regarding this video that I've left on this video. But yeah, I think I agree with all of them. It's not even I think, I do agree with them because they're funny as well. But yeah, once again, for the 100th time, equality. Wow, they actually managed to score. I would not be celebrating. I honestly would not be celebrating. It's abysmal. It's so sad. But yeah, apparently the women's football teams want equal pay to the men's football teams. But yeah, if it's the case that that's what they're fighting for, I think we should also give the same pay the women get paid to the under 15s, because yeah, they couldn't even handle them, yet they want to get the same pay as the men's national team. Make it make sense. That was the most normal tackle I've ever seen, but of course, because, you know, there's some sort of privilege amongst the feminists and the women among our generation, the referee for some reason blows a foul, when football fans know that was not a foul.
Alicia Lehmann and the Switzerland team have been absolutely humbled by a bunch of kids. The Swiss women's team is said to have taken part in a behind closed doors friendly match recently against FC Luzern's under 15 boys team. You can see where this is going. Apparently they played 3 30-minute sections, and it was the established professional international women's team that lost 7-1. They lost 7-1. The Swiss Football Association tried to keep this result in the game under wraps, but apparently one of the players involved accidentally shared footage and info of it on social media. According to Blick, footage was uploaded to TikTok and viewed over 70,000 times before being deleted. It's not the first time that a women's international team have been comfortably schooled by kids though. May I remind you of the US women's national team, who back in 2017 were ranked #1 in the world and were beaten 5-2 by FC Dallas's under 15 boys. Not a good look for all parties involved, but especially the Swiss women's team, who are just days away from kicking off the Women's Euros against Czechia as the host nation. Of course, you just know the media are going to have a field day with this, and Switzerland's confidence must have taken a battering as...
You want men to be dependent on women and have women be the predominant mode of production under capitalism?
I don't think it's possible.
But would you want that?
Well, I couldn't want a thing I don't think is possible.
Why?
Because it's not possible.
Well, I mean, why is it not possible?
It's not possible because women are not capable of doing the same types of things that men are capable of doing.
Such as?
Inside of society, enforcement.
Enforcement? Mm-hmm. So like police and...
No, military.
Military?
Mm-hmm. Military, policing,
I don't think
special
men
services.
Really are, I don't think men really are capable of that.
I mean, men have gone and fought global wars time and time again and won.
Yeah, and what outcomes do they have?
They win the war.
They suffer severe PSD. They have a hard time integrating into society. I mean, that doesn't seem like a natural condition for men to be subjected to.
There can be symptoms of violence, but remember, not everybody gets PTSD, even combat veterans. A lot of them don't have PTSD. Some get PTSD.
Right.
But not only that, that's a coping mechanism. It's going to be individualistic. Men are definitely capable of extreme...
But it is an outcome of being exposed to extreme violence.
Only for some people.
I could say that about women.
Yeah, you can, but the problem when it comes down to enforcement is that women can't do enforcement.
What do you mean?
So I'll give you the easy hypothetical.
Okay.
If all men tomorrow decide that women in the United States are slaves, are women in the United States slaves?
No.
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 Why wouldn't they be?
I think it would be
how could women stop it?
I mean, it would just depend essentially on like access to resources.
Yeah, men have the access to all the resources because they made you slaves.
Well, that's how women could stop it.
Women couldn't.
It would just be a fight over resources.
How come women can't stop it in Islamic nations then, when they just go, okay, you're all slaves?
Well, obviously, in Islamic nations, they don't have access to specific resources.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Yeah, this woman doesn't even know what she was talking about. She was talking a bunch of nonsense throughout this whole discussion. And this is what feminism leads you to. It leads you to throw away your brain and throw away critical thinking and start to think as if you're a fool, which most of them are. And we can clearly see in this video, she didn't have a clue as to what she was saying. Before we get back into the video, if you guys are enjoying this video, like the video as much as possible, subscribe to the YouTube channel, make sure you hit that bell so that you get notified when a video comes out and so that you can watch more craziness and more funny videos as well. Also follow me on Instagram, TikTok and X at YinkaThatGuy, and let us get back into the video.
Let me ask you, what do you gain from coming on here and calling me a skank? Do you gain anything?
So what happens is, what you have to do, unfortunately, in the modern society that you're dealing with, where there's tons of decay, is when somebody hits you, you have to hit them back harder. That's the way it generally seems to work, unfortunately. Now, if you had behaved yourself, been a good girl, I wouldn't have had.
Don't call me that. Do not call me that.
But instead, you had to mouth off and be a bitch, so I just kind of talk to you like I talk to you.
Sir, I'm going to tell you something. You're coming from a place of great insecurity. I work for men that are probably the same age, probably even younger than you, and I've never had them call me a dumb skank.
I know, but the problem is that's my whole problem.
They treat me with respect, and I've never
it's
come...
societal
Let me
stigma.
finish.
If
I've never
societal
once...
stigma existed, then women would have much better behavioral patterns in society.
So
that's
just
what I
because
advocate.
I didn't...
Yeah, it really does help because we live in a world right now in the Western world where people are praising being obese and there's more obese people than ever before. There are literally videos online of them celebrating the fact that they're actually obese. If it was the case that we had stigma around it, if it was the case that we had people who are great role models to show them that you can actually have a healthy body, we would have less of these people. But of course, they want to be celebrated for being worse than average.
What is the weirdest thing about conservatives? The weirdest thing? They love to like make up scenarios in their head and then get really mad about them and then take it out on us. And I'm like, we're living our lives and you're literally coming at us so crazy. All of these things that you're making up on Twitter don't exist, and you just keep making it up. Like, none of it is actually happening. You just make it up to get angry at something. And it's like, I really don't even give a shit about these people. Like, I'm living my life. We're pursuing our careers. We're at Pride having fun. Like, leave us alone.
There's no way these people can talk about what's weird and what's not weird. You should have some sort of self-awareness to see that you're weird and you should embrace you being weird. But for you to say others are weird when you're the minority is very interesting. But you know how it goes. Stupid people saying stupid things.
Because I'm black?
Get out of the car.
Because I'm a different color?
Man, you're gonna get tased.
No, you're not gonna touch me. You're not gonna touch me.
Get out of the car.
I have my 2-year-old in the car. What the hell is your problem? Oh, touch me.
Under arrest.
No.
You're going to get tased. Stop. Out of the car. You're going to get tased. 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 Get out of the car. You're going to get tased. Get out of the car. Get out of the car. You're going to get tased. Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
I have my 2-year-old in the car. Are you kidding me?
Stop.
No. What the hell? Are you arresting me for what?
Stop.
No. Are you the supervisor?
Yes, you're going to jail for resisting. Stop.
I'm not resisting.
Stop. You're doing it right now. Stop.
I have my
I don't care. Just
Can you please tell the other men
Let
to
things
get off
settle
of
down
me?
a second.
right now you're being placed under arrest for resisting and battery on a law enforcement officer.
Battery?
Yeah, you punched me several times.
I did not punch you. No, I did not. Please let go of my elbow. I would like to talk to the supervisor. All right, can you let go?
Yeah, people have gotten tired of this victim card, race card that you guys like to pull out. They don't care anymore, and I don't care anymore. You do it at every type of inconvenience. Is it because I'm black? No, it's because you're stupid.
Who you with? My friend. That's your friend? He wants to fuck you, bitch. Are you wasting his time? You're not wasting his time. So he has a chance. Who's single here? Come kiss him. Come here. Come here. Stand up. Stand up, fool. You're about to lose your man. Stand up. Give her a kiss real quick. Stupid ass bitch. Another one. What the fuck? Another one. Give her another one, papa. Hey, go sit with her. Go sit with her. Go sit with her. Go. Follow her. Follow her. F that bitch.
Well, I don't really blame him. If it's the case that you want to be a friend, I can guarantee you he more than likely was the one who paid for the tickets. And if it's the case that you were to get angry after this, you really shouldn't be, because, you know, you're just friends after all. A friend shouldn't care and should even be happy that he was able to find a woman.
What's something fun about you? Give us one fun fact about you.
I like to shake my ass sometimes.
Baby, make that ass clap.
I don't know if you want to give
the phone, make that ass clap. Hey.
Okay, out of all the fun facts, she chose that one.
Because my life is really boring. It's really not that much fun going on. I birthed 9 kids.
You have 9 kids?
I have 4 grandkids.
You a grandma. That's a fun fact. You are a mother of 9 children. You are a grandmother of 3. That's something that you should cherish, but you chose to shake your hind cheeks instead, but okay.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
You have 9 kids. Now, I want to say that this is a good thing, but I can guarantee you those 9 kids are definitely not from one father. It's really sad that the most fun thing you can tell us about yourself is the fact that you can twerk.
That's wild.
It's so cool. How do you think how she does this?
I don't know.
I understand.
I'm dreaming right now.
Oh my God.
I need to get her.
Women.
I'm so sick of seeing. Well, the left is supposed to be the party of love and peace. Love and peace went out the window when you put that piece of shit back in office. It went out the window. Okay, we're matching energies now. Okay, I understand you can't take that cupcake. I completely understand that. All right, you guys get your talking points from fake Fox News and Charlie Kirk, which they don't make any sense when they talk. So I understand your comebacks aren't as good as ours. Okay, I understand that. Also, I want to add this into there. White men have never been oppressed. Okay, white men have never been oppressed. White men have always been the oppressor. Okay, just remember that. Okay, and I also want you to remember every single time that you look in the mirror, you put us in this situation. You put us here. Okay, I know it's very hard for you guys to take accountability for your actions because you will do anything but take accountability. But it's time to start taking accountability for the actions that caused us to get in the situation that we are today. Okay? All right. Have a great day.
White men have never been oppressed. Now, this is the group of people who say that they're the most educated and the most intelligent, and you come out with a video saying white men have never been oppressed. Now, I'm going to go to the country that I grew up living in, but I can guarantee you the Irish were oppressed for decades, and I can also guarantee you that Irish people are white people, which would go against your stupidity of saying white men have never been oppressed. You've just shown us all how stupid you are, and you should really stop making videos and posting online because you show us the stupidity of how you think.
Support women. What am I dressed as? A nurse. A registered nurse. Yes.
Well, please educate me though. What rights?
Educate yourself. Libraries are abundant in this country. Why don't you get us?
Why don't libraries ever get looted during riots?
Because, bitch, you know why.
That's exactly. No, wait, why? Wait, tell me. I'm
because your people get paid to go and do that shit, so everybody else can.
I really don't know what you being a registered nurse has to do with anything. Just because you're a nurse doesn't mean you can't be stupid, and we can clearly see in this video you fit the description of what I was just saying.
Women were allowed to run marathons in 1972. Right now, in 2025, the world record for a man is 9 minutes faster than the world record for a woman. You're telling me that in 55 years of women running a marathon, we've caught up within 9 minutes of a man?
College educated, and you've just thrown your brain in the bin. There is no way you just said what you said. And I'm sure the people who are in marathons or who do running will point out how stupid what you said is.
Do you think that men should be allowed in women's locker rooms?
Sir, those regulations are set by tournament
I'm just asking you yes or no. Do you think men should be allowed in women's locker rooms?
I don't have a personal opinion on that.
You don't have you have a personal opinion on a lot of things, but not on that?
Sure. I mean, it's a locker room is not really an area where people interact.
So the answer is yes.
I don't
Do you
really
think that men should be allowed to share showers with women in athletic facilities?
I think that showering is a private activity and that it should be private.
And it should be private. There's oftentimes communal showers. Are you okay with men showering with women?
I don't have an opinion on that in the context of USA.
You don't? So. Interesting. That's an astounding thing to not have an opinion on. I think most normal people have an opinion on that. What about here? HIR. What does that mean?
I don't know either.
What about fair? FAEFAER.
Again,
You'd agree these are pretty unusual things, wouldn't you?
I think they represent a lot of the diversity in this country.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to understand the diversity, and I'm asking you what they mean. I'll give you one more chance. Do you know what Z here, Z, Zim, fair, EM mean?
I do not.
Okay. Does that concern you that you don't know it? According to your own post here, understanding these and using the correct pronouns would improve your product for trans and non-binary people. It seems like this is directly related to the product.
Again, it was the team, the social team and the research team that felt strongly around putting.
Well, you were CEO, so you can't pawn off responsibility to somebody else here.
Pushes all of this gender nonsense, but doesn't know what all of these pronouns are. Big brain stuff.
Thanks very much for listening. It's been great. It's always an honor to be here. And enjoy the rest of the week. There's a good weather. Long time ago, I can still
One minute. Maybe pink.
I could smell this stench just by looking at this video.
What are your pronouns?
He, they.
He, they. And they means?
They.
So could you give me like a little bit of a description of because I don't understand what that means.
So there's he, she, and there's they. I'm they.
And so you're them?
Yep.
And so are you multiple people?
Yep.
Really?
Yes.
Could you explain that to me?
No. Too much work. But I am a legion. I am legion. I am many. I am the one who is many. All right, y'all. Happy Friday.
He's the... Oh, you don't want to answer any more questions?
No, y'all have a good one.
All right. And that's why we get the...
Yeah, these people are the people who are going to go out into the world and vote for the next leaders of the countries that they're in.